Slovenia for convening this urgent meeting on a matter of profound consequence for international peace and security and for the stability of our region, the Horn of Africa. I want to thank ASG Khalid Ghayari for his briefing. Djibouti fully aligns with the statement by the A3. It also endorses the many important statements by the AU, IGAD, the Arab League, and the OIC, as well as the 21 countries in the region and beyond, which have condemned the actions by Israel, which took the unilateral decision to recognize the breakaway region, the so-called Republic of Somaliland. This decision is in direct violation of established international norms and legal principles. These norms are embedded in the founding text of the African Union and its constitutive act, which has the stated objective of defending the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and independence of its member states. Respect for another state's sovereignty and territorial integrity is an essential principle of the UN Charter. Accordingly, the UN Security Council has insisted in its resolutions on respect for Somalia's territorial integrity and unity. Today, Israel's reckless decision undermines these principles, defiantly violates the UN Charter, arrogantly challenges the authority of this council as it is wont to do, and threatens the foundation of the international legal order. It amounts to intervention in Somalia's affair insofar as this action foster the independence of Somaliland and the breakup of Somalia. It constitutes an unlawful transgression of the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the political independence of the Federal Republic of Somalia, of which Somaliland is a constituent part. It sets an extremely dangerous precedent and encourages further fragmentation. Mr. President, such unilateral actions risks inflaming tensions within Somalia and across the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea, emboldening armed groups, bolstering terrorist groups, and unraveling the hard-wrought gains of the United Nations, the African Union, and the Somali government in our collective efforts to promote peace, security, and stability in the country. In this regard, this Council should take very serious note of the analysis made by the Somali government on the potential security ramifications of the destructive move by Israel in its press release dated December the 26th, 2025, as well as the various declarations made by concerned countries and organizations in the region and beyond. We also take note of the federal government's decision to reject the forced relocation of Palestinians in Somalia, as this is a crime under international law. By virtue of its sovereignty, Somalia enjoys the full range of sovereign powers of its territory and the activities taking place therein. Monsieur le Président, ce faux contrat est le produit de
President, this false contract is the result of extreme distress, which is impossible to understand, which some representatives from northern regions of Somalia are pushing. All the while, the majority of clans which make up that region mean that the occupying power is not particularly concerned with its obligations under international law, confident that that power can enjoy unlimited impunity until it performs systematic genocide against Palestinians, an occupying power which is proudly working outside international law, not needing to justify or explain its deliberate position. A power that has absolutely no interest in presenting itself as a great explainer, and whose actions instead reveal a determination to portray itself as a great destroyer, including a destroyer of the United Nations Charter, which it has repeatedly torn to threads in the General Assembly Hall.
He reaffirms his unwavering support for the sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity of the Federal Republic of Somalia. We therefore call on this Council to reaffirm clearly that no state should attempt to disrupt the national unity and territorial integrity of another state by extending unilateral recognition to a breakaway region of a sovereign state. Second, unilateral recognitions of secessionist entities undermine international law and pose a threat to peace and security. Third, peace and security must be preserved through respect for existing borders. Mr. President, in closing, let me reiterate, sovereignty and territorial integrity are not negotiable. We repeat and underscore what we said 2 weeks ago in Djibouti's statement delivered during the Council's open debate on leadership for peace convened by Slovenia. The legitimacy and continued relevance of the 24th century UN will be decided in Africa. Africans are rightly, gravely concerned by the repercussions and implications of this negative development for the security and stability of the continent. Hundreds of millions of people in the Horn of Africa are watching us today and are expecting this Council to take vigorous action. The Security Councils must therefore respond with clarity, courage, resolve, and fidelity to the principles of the United Nations Charter. Thank you for your attention.